YouTube. So I thought it would be super fun to record a get ready with me video. So guys, disregard, I am on a 4-day trip right now and I got about 3.5 hours of sleep last night. So I'm still trying to wake up, but I thought this would be super dope so you guys can see what a flight attendant makeup routine could look like. So I'm going to be starting off with my Sephora. Ooh, I get to be like the beauty guru, my hand behind it. I'm going to start off with my Sephora oil-free foundation. This is in shade 45. And I just like to put some dabs all over my face so I can start distributing it evenly. Perfect, so that's all blended in. So the next thing that I'm gonna use is my, Wet n Wild's concealer. Blended out. So next I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly foundation stick. This is Earth Stick. So I tend to like the application of cream concealers than powders, so I tend to stick with this when it comes to me. So cheekbone, forehead, and I contour my nose. I have kind of a wider nose, so I like to cinch in my nose a little bit. I don't use my beauty blender to start off. I like to use my middle finger. It's the easiest finger to apply the least amount of pressure, and I just pat it out and blend it out. Concealer on, I'm gonna set my face. So for that, I have the Laura Mercier translucent medium deep powder. Take some of this, dab it in there. I never like to put a whole bunch because what I tend to find out is if you have way too much on your brush, you tend to, when you get those smile lines and stuff, it sets into your lines. So I go in with less and I add more as needed. I don't like doing too much to my face to the point where I change how I look. I like keeping my look just natural, you know, just enhancing. So this right here is going to be by Becca highlighter. So this is going to be Champagne Pop. Let me show you guys. So if you can see it somewhat. I dropped this. Well, actually it was in my suitcase. And I, of course, lugging around my suitcase, it ended up breaking. So this was like in a million little crumbled pieces. So I just recently repressed it with some rubbing alcohol. So yeah, so I put it on here, and as always, tap off the excess. I love my highlight, but at the same time, I like my highlight to look natural. So yeah, I'm gonna put that. Actually, wait, I'm jumping ahead of myself. After my contour, I do my my blush. So I also have a Becca blush. This is Blushed Copper. So I love this. This video is not doing this justice, but this is an amazing color. So I just have an old regular brush, little fluffy brush. Gotta tap off the excess, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my highlights. So I just have one of these little brushes. I actually was subscribed to Ipsy a while back, so this is a brush that I got from Ipsy. Definitely love this. Never invested in a brush like this until I got this one from Ipsy. So this is gonna go right above. And I like this to go in a C shape of my temple. So as you guys can see, there's kind of a harsh line, but don't even worry about that. That was a lot of highlighter on my brush. So I can go ahead and easily clean that up. And yeah, so that's one of the biggest things that I've learned since I've started getting really good at doing my makeup, is really just less is more. Less is more, less is more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this fluffy brush I was using that had my foundation on it, or not my foundation, my setting powder, because I don't want to add anything else to it. I just want it for the remaining setting powder that was on it, so that way I can mute out any of that excess highlighter. And then I took my blush brush, not adding any more blush to it, and just using that to add some additional, some additional blush that I had just wiped off. And then I'm taking my highlighter blush, not adding any additional product either, and putting that on. So as you can see now, it blends into each. Then I like to tap the front edge of it into the concealer.
And this is what I use. This is what I use to go down the bridge of my nose. And I do this very, very lightly. I use the bridge and the tip. And then I also just gently brush it, the angled tip of it. And that will be what I will use to highlight my cupid zone. And any extra, I like to put it on my forehead.
Okay, so I didn't have this out on my my little setup, but this is another item that is cost affordable that does a decent job. This is an e.l.f. eye primer, and this stuff dries fairly easy or fairly quickly. Ooh, it's intense. So it is not gonna be as pigmented as it is now. That's not really pigmented, but it's not gonna be as white as it's picking up on the camera. As it's showing right now. Once I blend it out with my finger, it's gonna definitely mute itself out a little bit. So once I get this all smoothed out, perfect. So now that I have that on there, I am going to use this eyeshadow palette. This is 23 Perfect Matte Colors by Nika K, New York. Yeah. I like to start off with just a regular fluffy brush. And my whole way of doing my eyeshadow is I like to start off with my transition colors. So I'm gonna start off with this color right here. So dab it in, swirl it around, get some color on there, and you always know, to dab off the excess. So I'm just gonna put that right where my crease is and a little bit above. And this is a transition color for my skin tone that I like to use fairly often because it is more of like a chocolatey medium brown color. It actually comes up a little bit more rust, which tends to work well regardless of the eyeshadows that I'm using. It's a nice pairing. Take just a flat little, I don't know the shape of this, but a little flat brush. I'm sure you guys can see it. Oh, probably better that way because it's similar to my skin tone. Flat brush like this, And I'm going to go in with this top color here. So that's like a caramely color. I'm gonna take that, tap off the excess. Yeah, I'm trying to look at this and that. No, look at the mirror so you can see what you're doing.
So I'm just gonna apply this all over the bottom of my lid, right before that transition color. I'm gonna do the same with the other eye. And depending on the color, I'm doing sweeping motions by like wiping it on there, but if I wanted something that's super, super stand out, I would be packing it on, like dabbing the eyeshadow. But like I was saying, I don't want something too dramatic, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sweep that on there. Okay, so now that I have that on there.
Use this brush. So this is a fluffy brush as well, but this one's separate. This is connected to the one I just used. But this one's a little bit more, what's what I'm trying to use? It's tapered off, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And it's a little bit more stiff than the other one. So this is something that I like to use with my darker shade that I'm gonna go in with. So for this one, I'm gonna go in with this brown right here.
Definitely want to blend out, but I just tapped my brush into the eyeshadow again, so I definitely don't want to tap it in there again to add more. So I'm going to use the eyeshadow on this eye, and I'm going to go in and blend out that eye.
Okay, so that is done. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this super small, very tiny brush, and I'm gonna take that and I'm going to mix one and this one probably. Yeah, I'll mix these. No, I'll mix this one and this one together. More so the lighter color, and that's what I'm gonna use in my brow bone. What I'm gonna do off camera, just I'm done with my eyes. So what I'm gonna do off camera is I'm gonna go ahead and use, I have an EM Cosmetics liquid eyeliner pencil. So I'm gonna put some eyeliner on, use my Miss Manga Voluminous Waterproof Eye Mascara. I'm going to line my lips with a NYX SPL 804 lip liner. And then I'm gonna use, I don't know the color of this one. And then I'm gonna, let me see. I'm gonna use my Sephora Rogue Cream Lip Stain. Rogue Sans Transfer. And I'm gonna use my these two together to put on my lips. So once I finish that, I will come right back and show you guys the finished look. So guys, this is the finished look. Let me close this. So here's the finished looks. Just took my hair down, ready to start this day, this easy day. The one thing that I do want to do off camera is mention to you that I'm going to spray my face. It's too bright. But this is my Sephora Beauty Amplifier. It's basically a finishing spray. So I'm gonna put a few spritz of this right now. I don't like to use too much of that because I need to keep this face looking good. I don't want crease. But I hope you guys enjoyed my get ready with me video, flight attendant edition. Even though you could do this look any day of the week. This is definitely a look that I tend to go for on my flight. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, thank you guys to all of my subscribers, all of my viewers. But please, for those of you checking out my video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions about the product that I use, go ahead and leave a comment down below and I will be glad to shoot you a message of the items that I use. But thank you so much for watching and you guys have a great day. Bye.